Okay? Is that offensive? Is that me being too mean? Well, after fucking several years of 4 fucking years of bullshit out of you, I mean, it was like 3 or 4 years of okay, yeah, at first, the first year or so, she was real sweet, yeah, real nice, oh, whatever it is you like, got ideas, kept getting me caught up. I was like, look, at the time I was working Electronic Arts, EA, okay? Sorry, I can see this fucking beard and I look retarded. But which I look terrible. I've been on COVID lockdown, so I've got a beard, and until I can get a chance to get to a place, because all the fucking trains are shut down, all the buses for shit. This is California. We're on lockdown, and if you actually obey it, you're gonna look like me, unless you've already had a stockpile. But again, I don't use the internet unless I got to get online and get a file. That means I got to go get a phone turned on and then use an InterZone and then pull it down, use the fucking thing for the month, and then stay off of it. But I can't really search an internet. I can't really use an internet. If I do, again, right now I'm recording a video to you, but it's on my computer. It's not connected to the internet. I don't have to worry about the Google algorithm, okay, or, Hillary Clinton trying to fucking Arkansas me, if you know what I'm talking about. Jeffrey Epstein didn't hang himself, okay? John McAfee didn't Epstein himself, okay? I mean, they just Epstein fucking John McAfee, today or yesterday. What's today? 6/24/21, 6/23/21. I think he got offed. So I mean, that's interesting in and of itself, isn't it? Now, so I'm just kind of again, touching all over these subjects because they all kind of come to one crescendo, one major opus. Okay, when the symphony comes together and everyone is in full vibrato. It's just it all came to a head. Okay, and I tried everything. Okay, let me come back to this one. We'll talk about Capos for a second. In that house, in the little place, we had an apartment at the time, okay? Our first little apartment, okay? My first girlfriend that I, was really, you're my first and only son, dude. My first and only child, my only son. My lineage and our history resides in you, okay? If you're anything like me, you're probably smarter than most people. You probably got the gift. Yeah, it's hard to miss. I'm the father. You can't miss it from the father, And so, but people see broken teeth, and they're prejudiced. They prejudge, and they say, "Oh, this guy's a tweaker. He talks fast." No, I sit here all fucking night drinking cups and cups and cups of instant fucking coffee, and I pull big scoops. You know what I mean? So I'm caffeinated, and I'm a Gemini. I'm a triple Gemini. It's I got 5 major Gemini influences, and they're all in primary houses, but anyway. Now, I'm not going to ever go around trying to be a fucking brain reader, psychic, Berkeley psychic. Your mother thought she was going to be able to be a mind reader. Some shit. And it's just okay. It's kind of the president's wife, decorating the flower garden. Okay, have fun with that. I'll go, oh, fun, look, ooh, I can see your aura. Okay. What do you know about hydroelectromagnetothermodynamics? Do you know how to build UFOs? I do. Do you know how to defy gravity? Do you know how to create anti-gravity displacement function systems? I do. Okay? Kind of like what we were doing up at SLAC, the Stanford Linear Accelerator, okay, Lawrence Livermore, particle accelerators. Clinton came along, sold all this shit to Switzerland, right? They got CERN, the Hydro Collider. Well, we're out of business. That's what happens with communists. They call it redistribution of wealth. That means you're going to take your shit and give it to... I'm going to take your shit and give it to me. You know what I mean? So... that's what communism works, but you want to displace memory or displace energy, right? You're going to take free energy, free protons, leptons, quarks, neutrinos. Okay, think of what are we looking for here? I'm trying to get you as quick as I can because I've got lung cancer and I'm not going to make it much longer. I don't know how much longer. And I don't care about going out and dying off this planet with my name being tarnished and having your mother and everybody spit on my name. I'm worried about you. I don't want you going through the rest of your life thinking that you're the breed of some evil person, all right, that they've made me out to be, all right? I want you to know who you are, and I want to know what you are. And I want you to know what you're up against. My whole goal, and the reason I'm making this video right now, and I hope I don't mess it up, I hope it actually finishes recording, because I don't think I got the strength. I'm wiped out. I've been talking for almost 5 hours. I don't have my glasses on, but it's like 4... What is that? Can't be a 6. 5? Or is that a 3? 4 minutes and 30 seconds, or 4 minutes and 51? I can't tell. I can't read without my glasses, really. My eyes are burnt. Again, go into the bathroom, right? Stare at the light bulb. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights off. You're going to see that light bulb everywhere you look for the next 20 minutes. Okay? Stare at a computer screen, okay, for 40 years. Okay? Look, I was born in 74. Okay? I've been on a computer since 1973. 1974. Since I was 3. It was 1977. I was born in 74, okay? I've been on a computer since I was 3 years old. I was on this is 1977, okay? My mom's, after she got rid of the other one, okay, had a little boyfriend. He was real nice, okay? Bought me my first computer by the time I was older, so I didn't have to sit on laps and stuff like that and be taught to teach how to type and slamming the keyboard. You know, a 3-year-old kid is just going to bump it up and slamming it, but you're trying to teach them how to use the computer, okay? Well, that's what one of my mother went and had a series of other boyfriends that was trying to they were like father figures for me. You know what I mean? So, you know, uncles and grandfathers and you know, she would make sure to bring men into my life that were like men, how to be man, how to be not a jerk, not a masculine bullshit, like, I don't give a thing. Dude, I'm so fucking skinny, I've been starving for 15 fucking years, dude. Like, I would eat, what do you call a Danish, okay, like, once a week. The coffee shop that I would post at would have their discards, right, at the nights. They have to, once a week, because the Sundays they shut down, the distributors. I'm trying to keep it together right now. I'm not trying to fall apart, okay? But the way the coffee shops usually work is they'll get pastries. They call pastries wonderful, delectable. But they'll get a certain shipment in based on a prearranged order. They for the week, because like in the mornings someone's got to get up and make the new Danishes. You know what I mean? So and cook the bagels and all that kind of stuff, so they're not rock hard. They're fresh, right? And so they've got a kind of a predetermined kind of order of how much to bring in, certain many scones, that kind of stuff. But on Sunday, Saturday night, nobody comes in on Sunday. So there's nobody coming in the next day to pick up all the stuff. And the guys at the coffee, because I make friends everywhere I go when I sit down, as much as I make enemies, you know what I mean? People who listen to me, they call me Bishop, okay? People who don't, they call me crazy. You know, it's like walking around for 20 years telling people, it's like, yeah, I used to work at NASA, I was a senior systems administrator of high-performance supercomputing and numerical aeronautic simulation. They think you're fucking crazy. Really? My only living witness is your mother. And she kidnapped you and ran off. I don't want to say it on this tape because if I have to post it, I gotta post it. But I just found you guys because you turned 21, and when you were 2 years old. You were 2 years old at the time when we parted paths, because I wanted to make sure that I could still be a Jason. Okay, I got invited to be a Jason, to go to Jason's house. Okay, I was just a weekend warrior. I had to travel down a couple times just to like get indoctrinated. Here's what we're looking at. And if you want to keep up with the conversation, here's a couple things you might want to look at for a second. You know what I mean? Read this, take a look at this, tell me what you think. Holy shit. I had no idea. Had no idea. Had no idea. And so, like, my first little cameo, my entire universe shifted. Like, I got to see. Booger, I tell you, you have no idea what I know. So I had to make a decision. I went and I tried to tell your mother what I was working with, because she wouldn't ever stop bitching at me. Stop fucking bitching at me for not taking a fucking phone call. I had to block my home phone number on my inside call. I would say, stop calling me at work. Quit spending my fucking money. I mean, there's no way, I told your mother, there's no way that you smoked this much weed before. There's no way you could have. You did not have that much money. There's no way you could have. The only way that you could have physically been able to smoke that much cannabis is like with Capos. We're going by code names here, or street names. Okay, they call me Bishop on the street. Like I said, it's not a name I gave myself. It's because when I walk down the street, oops, the crucifix just came off. I worn my crucifix off. You know what I mean? Right? Going homeless for 15 years with a bunch of homeless people, okay, and giving them meat in due season. You have no idea, hopefully not, how many people are homeless and are so shredded, completely obliterated, not from the drugs, not from anything else like that, from the abandonment, from being completely abandoned. So my mother drove my father off, like your mother drove your father off. My mother was an Antifa type. She was in the SDS, Students for a Democratic Society. She later began to become a weatherman. But my dad was coming over from Cambodia, Laos. And while she was out pulling her little Antifa kind of protest bullshit, was out protesting the hotel that my dad and all of his fucking little grunts were coming home from. Right? Who was he with? The Annihilators? I'm trying to remember his battalion. I think they were called the Annihilators. I'm trying to remember. I seen his badge. It's like a big fucking middle finger. Or no, it's a trigger finger. It's a trigger finger. But the trigger finger's been blown off. And there's just a skull in there. You know what I mean? My dad told me. He says, I don't gotta do much. He said, they're like, oh, take your fucking trigger, you disarm the fucking opponent. So, I can't remember. It's just been so long. I think he was in a group called the Annihilators. I don't know. I've been stripped naked, told to bend over and cough, so I don't have any idea. I've been stripped of everything in my life, and so the only thing I have left of you is a photograph that from the last day I saw you were in a playpen, and I knew I wasn't going to see you for a while. I didn't think it was going to be forever. When I got back, she took you. I got invited to Jason's house. I was going to be a Jason. There was 3 of us auditioning for the party. Again, I have to be very careful about how I say what I'm saying, because I had a CTS-4. I had a CTS-4 clearance, and you were queued up to be on a mission to Mars.